We are going to create our to-do list and post assignments and classwork to our Google Classrooms. You can see here that I have my stream all set up. I have my daily to-do list, which contains our agenda for the day and any assignments that are going to be posted. To review, to declutter our stream, we're going to go into settings. We're going to scroll down to stream right here. I made my settings so that students can only comment. We don't want to clutter up our stream with a lot of different posts and a lot of different things, but we do want our students to be able to comment on our assignments or classwork. We did hide the notifications for the classwork because it's in a separate tab. It makes things more organized. So we know that the stream is going to have the to-do list and the classwork is going to house the assignments. So now let's take a look at our to-do list. I have them posted every day, and you'll see I have the date and then a bullet list really of tasks. So on Wednesday, which is our structured day, we're going to sign into our Google Meet according to our bell schedule. We can post that bell schedule if we wanted to. And we have a quick agenda. We're going to do a bell ringer at the start of class, and then we're going to have our objective for the day, and then we're going to have our assignment. You can see here that I have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I have Tuesday all the way down here at the bottom. We don't want this down at the bottom, so I'm going to click on my snowman and I'm going to move it to the top of the page. This is a good way to keep your lists organized. I also have my Tuesday and Thursday attendance form, which my students can quickly check onto so that we can record the attendance on the flex days. So now that we have our stream situated, let's take a look at classwork. I'm going to click on my classwork tab, and you can see that I have my assignments organized by the week. So our first week of school is 9/7, and I organized my tasks by the date. So I have my Tuesday assignment, and I have my detailed instructions as well as any pertinent information or materials that my students may need. If I click back on the clipboard, it's going to hide it, and then we can click on the next day to open that up. Okay, I did mention a bell ringer because any assignment that you post has to have a submission. Each assignment that you want is going to be posted separately. That being said, our students can complete our bell ringer and post it, and then they can take a look at their longer assignment, the free write for their essay. Again, I bundled my assignment with any materials that we may need. So for example, for Wednesday, we're free writing and outlining. I gave my students a document where they can look at the free write, and as well as the personal response prompts and the annotating the prompt slides. We can take a look at the assignment. We have our instructions here. So we're going to take a look at the slide deck, writing a personal response, and then we're going to look at steps 1 and 2 of the writing process. These steps were taken right from our Google slide. So then we have our free write and outline. This, I remembered to make a copy for each student. We can go in and edit so we can take a further look at that. For my slide decks, I don't want my students to edit them, and I just want my students to submit the free write and outline. So I selected, make sure that each student will get a copy, and I have my due date, and I have it organized underneath my topic. So I'm going to hit save, and now we're going to create our assignment for Friday. We can go back into the stream just to take another look at it and go into my period 3 page. So on Friday, we're going to again review the writing process, and we're going to complete a citing textual evidence graphic organizer. So let's create that classwork. I'm going to sign into my classwork tab, or click on my classwork tab, and then I'm going to hit create and then assignment. So I'm going to title my assignment Friday, September 11th, citing textual evidence. And then I'm going to have my instructions again. So I'm just going to write them down. So now that I have my instructions written down, I'm going to add my files. So I'm going to go into my Google Drive. I'm going to go into my Drive. And then I'm going to click on my Language Arts folder. And I'm going to go into Marking Period 1. And I'm going to go into week of 9-14. And then I'm going to click on my Citing Textual Evidence. And I'm also going to click on my Writing a Personal Response essay. And I'm then going to click on Insert. So now I have my 2 materials. My students can make a copy again, so that way we know that each student has a copy. And then I can continue to add whatever materials I think that my students are going to need. So we've been going over our summer reading responses. I'm going to add the prompt so that they can see it again. Summer reading, personal response. Here it is, summer reading prompts. I'm going to insert that. So there's my essay prompts. They're not going to write on this. We will have an opportunity to actually write our first draft and get through it, but I just want them to have the prompt right there. So I'm going to have them view the file. Okay, because this is Friday, I'm going to have my textual evidence graphic organizer due on Monday. So I'm going to select my date. And I'm going to give them until Monday. And I'm also going to give them till 8 p.m. I like 8 p.m. because this is when our attendance is due. So this is going to be a friendly default timestamp for all of my assignments. So this is how we assign, and then I'm going to assign it. I can also schedule the post for another day if I want to do that. This is good to keep in mind as we get into school. If we don't want to overwhelm our students and our families by having a whole week's worth of assignments in one shot, so we can schedule our assignment to post maybe the day before. So I'm going to have my assignment go out September 10th at 8 a.m. so that they can see it. Okay. We can also edit this if we want to post to multiple classes. So this is scheduled. I can edit it. I can X out of there, and now I can assign it, and then I can choose over here where I want my students to have their assignments. So I want to bulk post. I can click on period 2 and period 1 and then assign it. Now, when we assign it to multiple classes, we lose the ability to schedule it, but we can save it as a draft. So that is an option for us. So I'm going to elect to save it as a draft. This way, when it gets time to post our assignment, we can do that. Okay, so now I also want to keep my week organized. So I'm going to take my Friday and drag it down to the bottom of my screen here. Okay, and I hope this helps.